Hey there, and welcome. Have you ever looked around and wondered why some people seem to just make their dreams happen, almost like magic, while the rest of us are still struggling? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain on that whole process. We're going to break down manifestation and show you exactly how to turn your biggest dreams into your actual everyday reality.
And this quote, it just nails it. You know, the number one reason our goals fall flat isn't because we didn't work hard enough. It's because we weren't clear enough. Think about it. You can't hit a target that's just a blurry fog. But here's the great news. That is the easiest thing in the world to fix. So how do we fix it? It all comes down to this simple but incredibly powerful equation. This is the secret sauce we're diving into. Manifestation isn't some kind of magic spell. It's a formula. When you combine a crystal clear vision with a deep, burning desire, you literally build an engine for transformation.
All right, let's really break down what's going on behind this equation. This isn't about just sitting around and wishing for things to happen. Nope, this is about actively getting your inner world, all your thoughts, your feelings, to line up perfectly with the reality you want to create out there. And this is a super important distinction. The universe, or whatever you want to call it, doesn't really respond to vague hopes. It responds to clear signals. A really precise dream gives your mind a destination. That intense desire, that's the fuel for the journey. When you align those two things, your actions just naturally start to fall into place. Okay, so let's start building the first part of our equation, clarity. It all begins with getting ridiculously, unapologetically clear on what it is you truly want. It's time to move out of that foggy, I wish land and into a place of sharp, undeniable focus. And here's what that looks like in the real world. A vague wish is, I want more money. I mean, who doesn't, right? But there's no target there. A vivid dream, on the other hand, is specific. It's measurable. It's got a deadline. I generate $10,000 a month from my creative business by December. See the difference? Now your brain has a real concrete goal to work towards. That's the kind of precision we're talking about. Now, to make that dream feel even more real, you've got to build what I call a sensory blueprint. Your subconscious mind thinks in pictures and feelings. So just for a second, engage your senses. When you achieve that dream, what do you see around you? What does it feel like in your chest, in your body? What sounds do you hear? The more sensory details you can pile on, the more real and believable it becomes to your mind. And to make this vision stick, you have to anchor it to some deep motivation. First, you've got to find your why. Keep asking yourself, why do I want this over and over, until you hit an answer that's pure emotion, like freedom or security or making an impact. Then make that vision physical. Create a vision board, write out your perfect day, record a voice memo. Give your brand something tangible to hold on to. And finally, you have to look at it every single day. Repetition keeps that vision sharp and at the very front of your mind. So, we've got the clarity. We have the what. Now, it's time to add the fire. It's time to talk about desire. And I don't just mean kind of wanting something. I mean cultivating a burning, intense emotional energy that literally acts like a magnet for your dream. You know, this right here is a total game changer. Desire isn't logical, it's emotional. You can want something with your brain, sure, but the real power, the magic, happens when you can feel the joy, the pride, the gratitude of having achieved your dream right now. That feeling, that emotion is the magnetic force that starts pulling it into your life. And to hold on to that powerful feeling, you have to be fiercely loyal to your dream. You have to make a conscious decision to only focus on the certainty of it happening. No more mental rehearsals of what could go wrong. No more entertaining the what-ifs. Every single time a doubt tries to creep in, you have to immediately switch your focus back. Your energy is way too precious to waste on anything but the reality you're creating. The best way to do this is by carefully curating your internal environment. You have to actively feed that flame of desire with uplifting stuff. Books, podcasts, inspiring people. And at the exact same time, you have to starve the doubt. That means shutting down negative self-talk, walking away from limiting conversations, and refusing to entertain beliefs that weaken you. You are the guardian of your own focus. Okay, so we've got clarity, we've got desire. Now for the big question. How do we actually build the bridge from our inner world to our outer reality? Well, this is where inspired action comes in. It's the natural and, honestly, the most crucial result of getting those first two steps right. Inspired action is the complete opposite of grinding it out and hustling. When you are truly fueled by a burning desire, the next steps you need to take feel obvious and even exciting. They don't feel forced,
Opportunities just seem to pop up out of nowhere, and taking action feels almost effortless because you're being pulled forward by your vision, not pushing against a wall of resistance. It's all about progress that comes from alignment, not from struggle.
And here's the ultimate key. You have to stop acting towards your goal and start acting from it. Embody the person who already has everything you want. How does that version of you think? What choices do they make? How do they show up every day? This isn't fake it till you make it. This is about practicing the identity of your future self until it just becomes who you are. Start living from that identity today.
This, right here, is the absolute heart of manifestation. Your words aren't enough. The real lasting change happens when your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions all line up with the identity of the person who already has what you desire. You literally become a vibrational match for your dream, and reality has no choice but to shift and reflect that back to you.
So, as we wrap this up, just remember that simple process. Define your dream with absolute precision, ignite a burning desire for it, and then start acting from that new identity. The power to create is already in your hands. So the only real question left is, what dream will you bring to life?